Marie Curie, you know the name, right? A true giant of science, a double Nobel Prize winner. But what if her greatest achievement, the discovery that literally unlocked the atom, was also a slow poison she kept in her pocket? What if her life's work was also her death sentence?
Think about this for a second. More than 100 years after she died, her personal notebooks, even her cookbooks, are still so radioactive that they have to be kept in special lead-lined boxes. If you wanted to read them today, you'd have to suit up in full protective gear. It's wild.
And that just leads to this one haunting question. How did a mind that brilliant, a genius who completely changed how we see the universe, not realize that the very thing she discovered was also her own silent killer?
Well, to understand that, we have to go back to a time when radiation didn't seem dangerous at all. In fact, it seemed like pure magic.
Curie said it perfectly herself. She didn't see herself as just some technician running experiments. No, she felt like a child witnessing a real-life fairy tale. And that sense of absolute wonder, that's the key to why the danger was so easy to miss.
Just trying to picture it. Her lab at night with these little tubes of radium giving off this soft, beautiful blue glow. She called them her faint fairy lights. She was so completely captivated, she'd carry vials of radium around in her pockets just to look at them. It was a time of pure, unadulterated discovery. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. Share and like our videos. The information in this explainer is compiled from open sources. Thank you.
But of course, behind that beautiful glow was something else entirely. An invisible, non-stop attack happening at the cellular level. So let's break down what that beautiful light was actually doing to her body. So, the official cause of Marie Curie's death was a condition called aplastic anemia. And to put it simply, that means her bone marrow just failed. The part of her body that's supposed to make new blood cells, it just stopped working. And here's why. When that radiation enters your body, it acts like a tiny microscopic wrecking ball. It just smashes into the stem cells inside your bone marrow, the ones that create all your blood cells. It damages them so badly that they can no longer produce red cells, white cells, or platelets. Your body's whole internal support system just starts to fall apart. And look, this wasn't something that happened overnight. It was a slow burn, a gradual poisoning that took place over years and years. A really disturbing pattern of sickness started to show up. But for the longest time, the cause was hidden in plain sight. The first clues were right there on her hands, the very hands that held the radium. Her skin was scarred, cracked, and burned. Then came this chronic fatigue, a kind of exhaustion that never went away. Her vision got so bad she developed double cataracts. She even had a bone fracture that took way too long to heal. Her body was losing its basic ability to repair itself. And here is the absolute craziest part. While Curie's body was slowly breaking down, the rest of the world was obsessed with radium. It was the new miracle cure-all. They were putting it in everything, beauty creams, chocolate, even toothpaste, all promising it would make you healthier. It's just unbelievable. But the most tragic story from this time has to be that of the Radium Girls. These were young women who worked in factories painting watch dials with glow-in-the-dark radium paint. And to get a nice, fine tip on their brushes, their bosses told them to just lick the ends. With every lick, they were swallowing deadly poison. And when you compare what happened to Marie Curie and the Radium Girls, it's just chilling. You see the overlap right away. Both suffered from anemia. Both experienced severe bone degradation. For the girls, it was a horrifying condition called radium jaw, where their jawbones would literally crumble. The evidence was piling up, and the connection was becoming impossible to deny. Eventually, all the evidence, from her own failing body to the heartbreaking stories of those factory workers, it all became too much to ignore. That magical glow had finally revealed its true, nightmarish self. On July 4th, 1934, at 66 years old, Marie Curie passed away. The doctor's final verdict was clear: aplastic anemia, brought on by a lifetime of exposure to radiation. The mystery of her long illness was finally solved. And that right there is the stunning, tragic irony of her entire life. The very discovery that changed the world, that won her 2 Nobel Prizes, that unlocked the secrets of the atom, that was the very thing that was slowly, silently poisoning her from the inside. Now, her work gave us incredible things, from nuclear energy to new cancer treatments. Her sacrifice was not for nothing. But her story really makes you think, doesn't it? It forces you to ask, In this constant race for discovery and progress, what is the real human cost? And who is it that ends up paying the price?